If it's the first time you're watching anything from this channel, I'm so happy to have you here. And today we will talk about the topic which is called How to Challenge. But before we step into that, let me tell you a short story. When I was about 10, 11 years old, I used to love eating chocolate. It was like my favorite foods, and I really could not stop eating it once I would open one plate and I would finish the whole thing. But then I thought, come on, it's ridiculous. I must have some willpower. This one thing cannot just overpower my whole life. So then I decided to set a challenge for myself. And for the next, I went a bit extreme, but for the next 2 weeks I decided not to eat any chocolate at all. And I also told a couple of friends of mine, and in the end I managed to persevere with the challenge, and it was hard, but it felt so good to have actually stuck to it, and it made me feel also better about myself. And then I was hooked on challenging myself and doing all these other different things, like reading challenge, meditation challenges, working out challenges, and seeing how far I can push my limits. So now today I will share with you 5 things that I learned about challenging and how to challenge so that you become more successful. So thing number 1, it needs to be exciting. It needs to be exciting for you. You need to know your why. So many times we mistake the reason why we should be doing a certain challenge with a true reason which will actually help us push through the challenge. For example, we may think that we want to work out because we would be healthier, but the actual true reason is just that we want to look good. But we tell ourselves that we do that because we would be healthier, and actually we're not leveraging our true reason. And if the true reason that you just want to be healthier, please use it. But don't forget that we are more likely to stick to our true reason and for something which will make us move closer towards our true dream. That was number 1. Number 2, it needs to be easy and specific. You can ask yourself, what is that one thing that I can do that will move me closer towards my goal? And we should remember that actually 80% of results is driven by 20% of actions. That was number 2. Number 3, you need to assign time and place for your challenge. What time of the day will you be doing it? Where will you be doing that? That will help us form a habit, and then the challenge will happen automatically every day with less and less effort from our side that we would need to contribute. Then number 4, you need to have a measure of success. So what does it mean? Basically, what would it mean for you to say that the challenge was a success? Does it mean that you skipped only one day a week of the challenge? Does it mean that you did 70% of the challenge? What would it mean? We need to assign these boundaries in the times that we are setting our challenge, not when the difficult times comes and we had a really bad day or we're super tired, and that's when we would want to shift the boundaries of our challenge. We need to set the boundaries when we are just deciding on the challenge and to actually stick to those boundaries which we would call a success of the challenge. And the last one, but it is also super important, is accountability. It is really brave to rely just on our willpower to push through the challenge, but to actually find some people who can hold you accountable to it and actually share the challenge with them as well is even braver, and will make the success of the challenge even more likely. Now, going back to the story that I told you in the beginning, the chocolate story. I knew it was exciting for me because I knew my why. I wanted to reclaim my willpower back from the chocolate. It was also really specific. I would not say it was easy, it was quite extreme. That's why it would not be a challenge that I would continue doing through my whole life. Number 3, it had time and place assigned, time being every day for the next 14 days, and space everywhere. Number 4, it had a measure of success as well, meaning that I cannot eat any piece of chocolate. And number 5, I was holding myself accountable because I have shared it with a couple of friends of mine. So this was a really short tutorial with some tips on how to challenge yourself. And if you would like to take on a challenge the next week, please leave a yes in the comments below. And if you already know the challenge that you'll be doing, please also share that with me. I'll be super curious to see your challenges. And I wish you best of luck for the next week. And I cannot wait to talk to you next week as well.